hi there. Yes, what am I doing? Well, I am getting ready to play the piano. Did you know that you need to actually relax and do some little exercises, warm up? You wouldn't run a mile without warming up. With the piano, it's good just to drop your arms, let them hang, let them dangle. Feel the blood going down to your fingertips. Slowly coming up. I'd probably dangle there a couple minutes. Slowly come up. And then what you don't want to do is what I see some students do, which is actually go like that. That doesn't relax your hands. Actually, it tenses them. The better thing to do is to hold them out and just stretch your fingers and let them relax. Stretch and relax. Perhaps to do this where you're pushing and relax. To do a few of those shoulder rolls. Oh, that feels good. And the other way. Let your head go slowly around. Don't let it fly around. I don't want it flying off on the floor. Turn it the other way. Nice and slow, relaxed. Shoulder rolls. Stretch those fingers. And then you're ready to ring your bench up and begin your day. This week we're going to take a look at secondary dominants and how they relate to dominant seventh arpeggios. On 120 you'll see that exercise written out. And the important thing to remember is that your wrist is going to be behind the finger that plays. My wrist shifts. I don't want this. See, I had to make a quick jump. Instead, the thumb travels behind the finger that plays, so it's ready to go at any given moment in time. Now, the other thing you don't want to do is to bring out your elbow. Sometimes I see students bring their elbow way out. That's not correct either. Your elbow is just following along behind the arm. See how it's lined up there together? Not this. So your exercise in the book is you will do that in each of the keys. On page 135, we see another activity that utilizes those sevenths. This time, major, C7, minor seventh, so you notice the little difference coming down. So what I would first do is to play them broken, all the way through, then play them blocked and just play the note that changes. And then, as you see, and then get a little practice buddy and say, okay, play a D7, D major 7, and that person would play. Or you might say, play a D7, and the person would play. So you can practice hearing those, and that will help you in theory class as well. You might also look at page 134, because what it is written out. Harmonization this week is a cinch, just a closer walk with thee. You only have one tricky spot. That's all 1, 4, 5. If you look at measure 9, you say C7 going to F. So we can do it like we've been doing. Or in this case, we could do it here because it's on the 1 of the normal chord. But let's do it this way. You'll notice I changed the rhythmic pattern halfway through, and that was to give you an idea of how different rhythmic patterns make a different kind of function to it. So you can try that out this week for 141. 142 is Muffin Man. And again, if you look at the instructions, it says 5, 7 of 5. So if we're in the key of A flat, our 5 is E flat. We go to E flat position. Think 1, 4, 1, 5 of E flat. So at some point in this piece, we'll have those chords, but we'll have 5 of the 5. So first thing you remember is we always thought about what the letters were. So 5 is E flat. 5 of it was the B flat 7 to E flat. Where do we see in the music a chance for a B flat 7 going to E flat? That occurs on measure 3 with the. So we have here. The piece that you are assigned for this week for literature is actually by Bach, and it probably would have been played on the organ or the harpsichord. The neat thing about the organ in this case is that I can change sounds and actually create little echoes, and perhaps the harpsichord might have 2 manuals and they can go to a different keyboard as well. My hope is that after you learn this piece, and we're all really good at it, we'll go over during class to the chapel organ and try it out there. But first we got to learn it. This week there's a couple things for you to think about. You see the beginning is we're playing left-handed octave. Kind of imagine a clock separated. You don't want this. But instead, you can kind of imagine Luke Lee on the cello. Boop, 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 boop. That's what we want for the left hand. So we have that in the beginning and in measure 5. The other part we have at 3 is, so that's one idea into itself, all stepwise except for the end, all in this position at 7. Now the trick is getting from this position to this position. So put your hand here. Finger pattern D here, coming into the 5-finger pattern. That's what your right hand is doing. Your left hand's going to octave D to 5-finger. And if you can do that without looking, you've got the piece down. You'll return to again at measure 21 to the end. The B section is in A major to E major. So I would practice those are the 3 positions there. Now you're going to have longer to work on that B section. So this week I really want that A section to be perfect. Really comfortable moving from place to place without looking, and then begin the B section. Some of you will have easier time with that than others, but begin the B section. So that's the first part. the next section, we have left hand octave, jump, jump, so you'll want to practice that part separate. Do you notice how I brought my hand over? I didn't do this. Instead, this part's a little tricky. I would practice and then the 3 and then 4. Then this part's a little easier, just down an octave and returning. Okay, so you have something to look forward to, playing the organ in the future on your Bach piece, and I look forward to hearing that. You have a great week. Practice hard, practice smart, keep track of your practicing. See you later.